So guys, boom. Welcome back to another episode of Juice Made TV. And today we have a question to answer. And I'm about to actually propose you this question. So make sure you guys turn up the volume, do what you got to do. Make sure you guys have some ginger ale. Make sure you guys got some movie theater butter popcorn flavor, honey nut Cheerios, whatever you got to eat. Make sure you guys turn up the volume. Guys, between the 22 class, between the 23 class, the 2024 class, which class is the best overall in high school? Which class has the best superstars? Which class has the most NBA potential? Which class has the best point guards, the best shooting guards? Which class as a whole, like I said, is the best in high school currently right now? Guys, in this video, we're going to be breaking down each class, the 22 class, the 23 class, and that 2024 class. Introduce you guys to some new players that you may not even have heard of. Talk about the most players that you guys care about: Mikey, Bronny, Amari, Trey Johnson, everybody in each of these classes. So make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Yeah, with all that being said, guys, let's go and get straight into this video. So guys, boom, let's go and get straight into this video. And I'm not even gonna lie, I was originally gonna start off with that 22 class because obviously the senior class, but I know how you guys are, and I'm sure you guys really enjoy talking and kind of understanding more of that 23 class just because they have players like Mikey, Bronny. So we're gonna start with the 23 class. Now, who exactly is in this 23 class? Now according to ESPN, DJ Wagner is still currently the #1 overall ranked player in the entire country for the 23 class. And in my personal opinion, this is honestly very unique solely on the fact that you really don't ever, guys, I'm telling you, rarely ever get a point guard that's actually ranked as the #1 overall ranked player in the country. I mean, even just going down, you have Kwame Evans, Mackenzie McBuckbo, Ron Holland. If you guys see my previous video breaking down the 23 class, I actually think that Ron Holland is one of the best overall players no matter the class. Just being 6'9", 6'8", long and lengthy, can put the ball on the floor, super tough, plays hard on every single play. Also plays for a public high school who beat Montverde Academy. Ron Holland has the tools and tangibles to be ranked as the #1 player in the class. Do not be surprised. Robert Dillingham, guys, a lot of people even say that Robert Dillingham is the best overall ranked scorer in the country. I mean, even whenever I watch him, the way that this dude can score the ball, I've rarely seen anybody that can literally guard this man. He's obviously one of the most funnest players to watch. I've been tapped in with Robert. That's my guy. I'm definitely putting him in the conversation as one of the best scorers and overall players in the country. So definitely shout out to Robert Dillingham. Number 7, guys, Gigi Jackson. Now, according to ESPN, he is ranked as the 7th ranked player in the country, but according to Rivals.com, they actually rated him as the #1 overall ranked player. And I'm telling you, I wasn't even surprised. Gigi Jackson is definitely not a player that has a social media clout like all these other players, but just take 20 minutes out your day. Go watch Gigi Jackson. The videos are gonna speak for itself. This guy's one of the most dominant players overall in the country, no matter the class, and there's a reason why he's definitely climbing the rankings. All these other players below, they obviously have a ton of potential, but we can't go next to the next class without speaking about Mikey Williams. Where would you guys actually rank Mikey versus everybody else in even the other classes? ESPN does have him ranked as a 16th overall ranked player. I personally think that he's easily a top 10 player, specifically in this class. Even top, I wouldn't be surprised if he was top 5, but that's just my personal opinion. But I don't know what ESPN has been doing. I've made an in-depth video kind of breaking down why he's continuing to drop. If you guys notice, Mikey Williams used to be the 3rd best player in the country. Then he moved down to number 5, then number 8, then to number 11. Now he's number 16th. Do you guys actually think that he's going to continue to fall? A lot of people are saying it's because his team does not win any games, but you kind of have to look at Mikey in a different microscope, at least in my personal opinion. Every single game that he plays in the media is gonna be there. Ball is live overtime. So we get to see the good and the bad. We don't see the bad games of a player like Bay Fall or Sean Stewart. So you kind of have to look at Mikey in a different microscope. Shout out to Jared Mccain. A lot of people say that he's just this TikTok dancing player. Go watch Jared Mccain. He's definitely super legit in my opinion. I've seen him in person in a couple of games this year so far as well. Whenever I went to go see him, the man dropped 30 points against one of the best teams in the country. So please stop saying this man is a You can say he's a TikTok dancer, but I guarantee you, he's still gonna drop buckets. Now, Bronny James. Where would you guys actually rank Bronny James compared to other classes? Do you guys think that Bronny James should be higher than 43? I want to know what you guys actually think down below. Bronny James to me definitely has one of the best IQs out of any single player no matter the class. So that's just my personal opinion. I want to know what you guys think down below. Now, I don't want to make this whole video about the 23 class because you guys already know. We can talk about Mikey, Bronny, Robert Dillingham, all these players all day. Now, the 22 class. This class is definitely a lot different in my opinion. They don't really have the social media stars like the 23 class, although they do have a few stars in this class like Amari, Trey Johnson, Keontae George. This class to me is definitely just a lot different. They have different play styles in my personal opinion. I would say the 23 class has players that's a lot more funner to watch, but Keontae George to me, he arguably could be the #1 overall ranked player no matter the class. I think Keontae George, his scoring ability, his leadership, the way he carries himself, he just has an overall game that I'm just definitely personally a fan of. Amari Bailey, he's another player that's obviously like that too. Amari Bailey, we obviously know what he can do. There's been a lot of mixed questions about Derek Lively being the #1 player in the country. Kyle Filipowski, he's arguably the best center in the country, obviously no matter the class. Shout out to players like MJ Rice, Anthony Black, Arterio Morris, Sky Clark, even Dior Johnson. He's definitely a player that a lot of people are kind of questioning, why is he moving down and why is he the 28th ranked player in the country? A lot of people are upset that he's always transferring to different schools each and every day. But guys, one thing we just cannot deny is no matter whenever he is on the court, Dior Johnson, in my personal opinion, he's producing every single time. So I don't really care about the hate. I'm sure he doesn't even care about the hate. Dior, we got to get that interview in, man. Like I said, the 22 class doesn't have the most popular players. This class just means strictly business. I don't think they really care too much about the social media clout. Now, the 2024 class. Who exactly is in this class? I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about the 24 class. They don't know who exactly in this class, but trust me, this class has a ton of potential. I've been tapping into this class for the last year or two, so I'm going to give you a breakdown of exactly some of the players that you need to be watching out for. Obviously, Nazir Cunningham being the #1 overall ranked player in the country. He's definitely one of the most athletic players. He excels tremendously in transition. He can score the ball with the best of them. And he also plays with Mackenzie McBuckbo, who's also a top 5 player in the 23 class. Isaiah Elohim, arguably one of the most hardest working players that I've seen. This man will bulldoze his way to the rim. He's only a guard. They do have him listed as a small forward. A lot of people also have him listed as a 6'4" shooting guard. But like I said, I've seen this man play in person so many times. He has the motor. That is one thing you just cannot deny about Isaiah Elohim. Once his game becomes a lot more complete, definitely tap in. Derek Queen from Montverde Academy. He's a player that you guys need to be watching out for. Even though he doesn't get the most minutes from Montverde Academy, this skill set is definitely there. Ian Jackson obviously has a skill, super athletic. I'm definitely a fan. Trey Johnson. Guys, Trey Johnson. If there's one player that you want to tap into out of anybody in this class, please tap into Trey Johnson. I may be biased just because he is in my home city, but I've seen it on multiple occasions. I've seen him hoop against the best players in the country. I've seen him drop 35. I've seen him drop 40 on the best team in the state. I've seen him drop 32. I've seen him drop damn near 50. Guys, Trey Johnson is definitely like that. I like to say he's a mini KD. Some people say he's not a KD. I don't know why they have him 6'4". I think he's probably 6'6" or 6'7". I'm telling you, this guy Trey Johnson, definitely legit. Shout out to players like Liam McNeely as well. I've seen him in person as well. Definitely super valid. He already has a ton of Division I offers like Kansas. He's definitely that player that I feel like can do everything well on the floor. He's not super catered to just doing one specific thing. He can do everything well on the floor, and I feel like that's why a lot of Division I programs are definitely trying to tap in with him. David Castillo, arguably the best point guard in the class as well. Trenton Flowers, he just transferred to play with Bronny James at Sierra Canyon. If you guys don't know who he is, he's gonna be a 6'9" point guard, I guarantee you. Recently just transferred, so I know a lot of people aren't really talking about it, but trust me, next year or even once the playoffs are starting for Sierra Canyon, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Trenton Flowers, definitely the real deal. Shout out to players like Ja'Kai Howard, VJ Miller, Jamari Phillips. This class has a ton of potential, but overall, which class has the best players? Which class has the best superstars? Which class has the best potential, the most potential, the best shooters? Guys, each of these classes, like I said, are vastly different. The 23 class, obviously, they have the most clouded players. They probably have the most players that are funner to watch. They're more on social media. They're the teams that's selling the most tickets. The 22 class, they're the team that I feel like they mean business. They all go to those bigger time schools like La Lumiere, Montverde Academy, IMG. They're all going to Duke or Kentucky. They're those types of players. The 24 class, they're, in my opinion, still trying to establish themselves. I feel like next year they're gonna definitely have a lot more attention as well. There's definitely a lot to look at comparing all these three classes. Now, my personal opinion, I definitely like watching the 23 class the most. I mean, like I said, they have players that really understand the marketing sides of things and also the things that are also on the court. So the 23 class, they have my pick of who's the best class, depending on kind of how you look at it. I don't know. I really just want to know what you guys think down below. If this video went on for too long, I'm very sorry. But more of the story, guys, like I said, I want to know what you guys think down below. Who has the best class, the 22 class, the 23 class, or that 24 class? Guys, if you made it to the end, please make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, do all that fun stuff. Let's get a great basketball conversation started. With all that being said, guys, thank you for watching. It's been another episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.